Well, hey there, folks. I'm meteorologist Matt Barentine. Happy Tuesday to you. Of course, our Monday was just a washout. Several inches of rain here across the area today. It won't be that bad. There will be some rain around, but it looks like I've got the futurecast. I'm just going to let it run. Here's noontime, but now I'm going to let it just run through about 5 o'clock. It shows an isolated storm or two. It doesn't really show much, though, during the day. But once we get to the evening, a number of showers and storms are likely going to develop, and they're going to work their way on through. So even though we don't get a whole lot of rain during the day, I don't think, we'll probably still get some pretty good rain coming up this evening. And this round of rain this evening is going to be the last push of decent rain for a bit, at least for the next several days. So keep that in mind. I know we've been pretty wet lately, but we're going to get a chance to dry out, which is good news because we've had nearly 11 inches of rain in Mobile in the month of June. Incredible stuff. More than 4 inches above on the surplus on the month. We have a surplus on the year of nearly 8 inches of rain. That is a lot. So everything is green. Everything is lush. Your yard, if you can keep it mowed, is about as green as it can be. I mean, that is just the way things have been lately. A lot of rain. Now, there is a cold front to the north of us. Now, cold fronts at this time of year don't cool us off. In fact, it gets hotter behind this front. What they do is when they come through, they can change the wind direction and give us northerly winds, which can drag in drier air. And that's what this one is going to do. I just fast forwarded right through that graphic, which I didn't mean to. Here's the water vapor imagery, if I can get this to pop up. There it is. Drier air in place after this front moves on through. You can see some dry air on St. Louis and Chicago. Some of that, not all of it, is going to filter on down the Gulf Coast as we go for our 4th of July holiday, which is good. It's going to lower our rain chances and help to dry us out as we head towards the 4th of July. So I think a lot of people will appreciate that, although it will get hotter. When you turn down the rain chances this time of year, the temperatures turn up. That's just the seesaw effect. That's the way it works at this time of year on the Gulf Coast. I think we'll hit upper 80s today at least. There may be some 90s out there, so it's going to be kind of hot and humid. Temperatures will be, once again, right about where they should be, maybe a degree or two below. It depends on where you're at. I think we'll have a little bit of extra cloud cover in the panhandle, so I think the temperatures there will be held down a little bit by that cloud cover, more like the mid 80s in the panhandle. All right, so here's the radar. And this is the overall view here of what's happening out in the Gulf. And there is a disturbance out there. And boy, it is really raining. And the Hurricane Center has kind of upped the chances of this developing. But it's still in the long term. So if it's going to develop, it's probably going to be more into the Atlantic before it does so. But it has shown a pretty good blow up of rain and storms here this morning. So we'll keep an eye on it. But it's going to likely move over into the west coast of Florida. And then it's going to dump a lot of rain on the west coast of Florida, the Florida Peninsula, before heading over into the Atlantic. So it's moving away from us one way or the other. So no more real concerns for us. Now, with it out there today, we still have an increased risk of rip currents. So be careful at our beaches. But it does drop to low for the rest of the holiday week and holiday weekend. So that is good news. I think we'll have pretty good conditions at our beaches for the next, several days going on into this upcoming weekend. Of course, once again, the rain chances going down for the 4th of July. That is good news there, although it does turn hotter. I mean, we're looking at mid-90s on Friday. Probably going to see heat index values around 105 or so in the afternoon. So it's going to be a hot day. Make sure you have a way to cool off. Of course, you can head to the beach. I say cool off, but the beach is going to be really hot as well. Into the 90s at the beach. The water temperature is like 87, 88 degrees. The surf temperature, so it's very warm water, almost bathtub warm. So it doesn't provide as much cooling relief as you might want, but it does help. And then Saturday and Sunday look pretty good there at the beaches too. Make sure you stay hydrated, obviously, with the heat, and you wear sunscreen and you reapply the sunscreen, especially for the kiddos. They get in and out of the water. That sunscreen it comes off after about an hour, so you got to keep reapplying it at the top of the hour, every hour pretty much, if you want to keep the kids from getting burned, especially on the sensitive parts like the nose and the shoulders and such. Once again, back to that long range forecast. I'm going to go full screen with this so you can see a good look at it. And it looks pretty good, like I said, for the 4th of July, for the weekend and beyond, for the fireworks on the 4th of July night. We should be good to go. We're going to get some good rains probably late tonight, overnight tonight. That'll be the last good push of rain until probably next Monday, until we get a decent chance of rain again. So good chance to dry out. I think, we all need it. Certainly is good timing here over the holiday. Enjoy your 4th of July.